Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic. Back to you again with another reading. This time it's on something spooky. I'm going to do Is Heaven Real? So I've done stuff on demons, the devil, and I've done stuff on angels, which is my favorite reading I've ever done in my life. I'll put a link to it up here. But I don't think I've ever done heaven, like the place. At least I don't think I have. So we're going to do that today. So remember, these readings all at different tapers only. Let's get started. Remember, if you like these, join the YouTube members. The join button down below. $5, $10, or $15 tier. You get access to exclusive celebrity readings that you won't get anywhere else, from Beyonce to Bad Baby. And you get access to pick cards, and you can win a reading from me. And there's a Discord that I'm in all the time. Hit the join button down below. You're missing out. All right, is heaven real? The Two of Swords is a separation. Uh-oh. Hermit is isolation. Knight of Wands. Okay, well, there's definitely some form of purgatory. I can tell you that, because this is an in-between. The Two of Swords, the Hermit, and the Knight of Wands tells me that you're not there yet. So that'd be like being at the gates, right, of heaven. So to me, that makes me feel like there is a form of purgatory. The Six of Cups is the past, the things that you've done wrong. Yep, King of Cups and the Knight of Wands. This is what I've seen before, which would be like a life review. You look at the things that you've done right, the things you've done wrong, how you've affected people. That's what this is. The Knight of Wands also is about judgment in this instance, but not directly. To me, it's more along the lines of perspective. So if you weren't able to put yourself in other shoes, you're going to see it through other people's shoes. So it does look intense. Knight of Wands told me that it is intense. There's some form of intensity here. Okay, the Sun's upright, the Ten of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. That's a betrayal. Well, it ain't what we're told, I could tell you that, because this is about it being more sunshine and rainbows than it really is. Ten of Wands, a burden. Seven of Cups, many possibilities. Five of Cups. Oh. Oh, wait, we have a choice. Wait a minute. So I was under the impression that we're being judged by what we did, and there's some sort of like higher power or higher powers that controls us. But I actually think it's opposite. I think we're in control, because the Sun, the Queen of Cups, and the Ten of Swords is like a betrayal. So to me, that's a betrayal in terms of what you're told. The Ten of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Five of Cups, that doesn't look like a penance or like, you know, what's the word? Like any sort of accountability or anything you have to do. It looks like choice. Five of Cups and Ten of Wands about being disappointed in yourself and then having to make a choice. Seven of Cups. Maybe that's a choice to reincarnate. Maybe that's a choice to do something to make things karmically balanced. But we're much more in control than I expected. Queen of Swords reverse, Two of Cups, and King of Wands. That's hands off. That's like a higher power being hands off. Your actions are the ones that dictate, not mine. Interesting. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Your actions dictate, not mine. You have the choice. Free will is so strong. Like, even in the afterlife, I'm seeing free will being very, very, very strong. It's like I can't touch free will. I also, yeah, dude, I see this. I think I've seen this before. I see a temptation. I see a temptation of like, which road do you want to go down? Two of Cups and the Two of Swords in the beginning. Maybe this is where the idea of heaven and hell came from. There's like a choice that has to be made when you die. And I see like two different people holding their hands out. One is like this green bluish, and the other one is like this gold reddish. And they're both holding their hand out, and you get to choose which way you go based on your ideologies. Is heaven and hell a choice? Now I want to do a reading on hell. Should I do a reading on hell? Have I done one? I don't think I have. But I'm confused here because I'm seeing a choice, and I'm seeing them both be very different than what we were told. I I don't know if I necessarily feel like it's light and dark as much as I see it as opinions. Do you feel like this aligns with who you are? Or do you feel like this aligns with who you are? More of like a faction. Think of it more along the lines of like a Harry Potter house. What am I looking at, dude? For some people, there are more than two. Some people have three choices. There's a third. The third energy to me is, it's purple. Yeah, it's like a purple indigo. Some people have a third choice. Not everyone has the third choice. I don't know what the third choice is. And I'm like, what? There's something different than like heaven, hell. There's something different. It's like in, I'm looking at it in my mind's eye, so that's why I'm not staring at the camera. Do you know in Night Before Christmas where there's a bunch of different trees that go to different realms, Halloween Town, Christmas Town, stuff? It's like that. But some people get a third option, and that one's purple. It's like if you win, it's like winning the lottery. It's like you got this. It's like a unique one, an elevated one. I keep seeing the words reclaiming souls. So it's almost like you're my soul, so you come with me. But if you wanted to be with them, you can be. If I took a piece of myself and I created you, you have a choice to come back to me or be somebody or try being part of somebody else. The more I look at this, the more I believe there are multiple gods, because it's like if 2 or 3 different gods took a piece of themselves and made someone, and then when you're dead, if you want to reincarnate, you get to choose, do you want to remain with me or be with the others? There's like this weird, it's almost like that. I don't know if that's that literal, but star would be like being from different galaxies or planets, you know what I mean? Like it's like that. And 3 of Swords is diverse with 4 of Pentacles. I can't stress enough though that we have the choice. It's not like you did bad, you have this. It's like these are your actions, these are your choices. It's up to you. What do you want to do with your life? What do you want to be? What do you want to act? Like where do you want to go? Do you want to stay? It's like this, it's weird. They cannot choose for you. I don't feel like it's like you're a bad person, you belong here. No. I feel like these are your options. I don't know if it's the illusion of choice. Perhaps it's a little bit of an illusion of choice, but I don't know. Excuse me. The moon's upright. We've been lied to. 8 of Cups is reverse. And 4 of Swords. We've been lied to. That's walking away from something. We're definitely lied to about how the death process works, and we're lied to about how reincarnation works and what it is. We're lied to about heaven and hell for sure, because Chariot, King of Swords, and 4 of Wands. That's almost like if when we die we go into a parallel universe type of shit. Like it's like, because I see us walking through a portal and then walking out of the portal and being like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Isn't this the same? But everything's turned upside down, so it's almost like a mirrored version of where we already were. It's so strange what I'm seeing. It's like death brings us to another dimension, not necessarily death. You know what's interesting is I would assume that there would be some sort of conversation about seeing your loved ones, but I'm not getting that. I don't think it's impossible to see your loved ones. But it feels to me like when you cross over, your attachment to them is different than when you were human and alive. Your attachment to your family is different. Perhaps it has to do with your soul family versus your actual family and friends. There's a different level of attachment. It's, slightly more detached. and understanding. 8 of Wands reverse, Ace of Swords, and 4 of Cups. And I also think that when you have that choice where you can go with the 1, the 2, and potentially for some people the 3, that doesn't mean you can't connect with people from the other worlds or the other factions. I'll just say it that way so it's easy, because I'm looking at it and I'm seeing someone who's purple point to someone who's gold and jumping in. So to me, that symbolizes like I can go visit you, you can go visit me. We just live in different areas, essentially what I'm seeing. I see like it's like almost like a cafeteria where all the factions connect. So to me, that means that you can connect to other people from other places. The Hierophant's reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, and the 6 of Swords. It's not impossible to change either. It's not impossible to switch. I'm seeing people, want a different experience, and there's a process to having a different experience, maybe changing factions or whatever. There's a system in place. It's a system. I just can't stress enough that I'm not seeing like you did this, you did that. I'm seeing it more like, what do you align with and where do you want to go? 10 of Cups reverse, Lovers card reverse, and Justice. It's all different perspectives. I'll do a reading on hell if you guys really want it, and if I haven't done it. But I have a feeling that it's going to be similar to this one, just for the simple fact of the afterlife feels like a room full of doors more than a place, if that makes sense. It's a room full of options. So perhaps heaven is an option, but it's not like the best option. It's not like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like I don't know what I'm seeing here. There they are. I was wondering if, because like I see them in my mind's eye and I'm walking through this area with people having certain colors depicting things. And I'm like, it's almost like we're in a lunchroom. And then I'm like, I haven't seen an angel yet. And there's an angel. It's like a giant 3D triangle. It's the best way, with like a circle in the bottom. It's the best way I can describe it. And that one's purple and it has like I don't know if it's a weapon, but it has like something in its hand. And it's like guarding a door. I'm telling you, angels are enforcers. They're guards. And they're terrifying. There's so many people just like doing whatever they want. It's freedom of choice. That's what I keep seeing. Freedom of choice. Free will, freedom of choice. You're bound by rules here, but over there, the rules are not the same. So essentially, some of the lessons that we learn on when we're incarnated, I'm looking at it, sorry, I'm looking at the camera. We're stuck. We don't have money, so we can't do this, or we don't have access to this, so we can't do that, right? That doesn't exist. So what kind of person are you when you have free will to do what you please? Sure, there's guidelines, but there's not rules, if that makes sense. Well, I guess maybe they're similar, but it's not as strict is what I'm saying in terms of like boundaries. There's still somewhat like you have to be accountable, but there's still, you know what I mean? It's like, what do you do when you have the ability to do whatever you want? It's interesting. I don't know if I'm explaining this right, because it's an energy and a vibe more than a tangible thing, and I'm trying to relate it to layman's terms. I don't know if this video is interesting. Why does it look like a cafeteria? And like when I tell you like the ceilings are like 1,000,000 feet high, because like there's a person, okay, and I see a person, they're like this big. The ceiling is like humongous, okay? Like you can't even see the top of the ceiling if you look up. And then I see like an enforcer angel, and it's like the size of 50 people. So, I don't know. I guess you can kind of equate it to prison, but I would equate it more towards Hogwarts. Probably a weird thing to say, but that's like the best way I could describe what I'm seeing. Or like a school. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Huh. What's that? I'm seeing a hooded figure. I don't know what that means. I see a hooded figure going, shh. There's a mark on certain people that looks like a gold coin. So I don't know if it's an actual gold coin or like a mark, but like or almost like something having a medallion. There's certain people that are chosen for certain things. That's what that means. Because I see them pulling people from certain things, and when I look, they flash this gold coin. And the gold coin translates to them being unique in some way and having something important to do. That I can't figure out. Something unique about them. Like a chosen one. Unique. Maybe it's like a leader. I don't know. There's something special about a few people. So there has to be some sort of hierarchy, but it's not as intense as you would think. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm seeing. I guess I'm going to leave the reading there. It's already really long. If you want a part 2, you want me to elaborate on more things I've seen or a reading on hell, put in the comments down below and be specific about what you want, and then let me know what you think. Yeah, until next time, hit the join button down below to join the YouTube members, and bye. I don't think I'm scared of heaven. I think I'm scared of angels.